So today we're going to talk about longevity and all of the things that you can do to improve your longevity, and not necessarily your lifespan, but your health span. To be healthy within the framework of the life that you live is the most important part you could do. There's no singular thing that is going to improve this. It isn't hyperbaric oxygen or red light therapy or the right nutrients. The number one determinant in every study that we've looked at about the longevity of a human is completely related to what their social interactions are. The more integrated a person is into a social network of other people, the longer they will live. This has been borne out in study after study. There's a million parameters you could look at, but again, the most important part is how well connected are you within your community. So community really relates to longevity. So that is the broader perspective. That's the one thing that we know that really works. So look at your interpersonal interaction. We have a million distractions, and with everything the way it works now with social media, these things are designed to capture our attention, to isolate us so that we can be marketed to. So we have to really move beyond this entire paradigm of marketing, which has become so much about isolating a person, presenting with the product, and having them commit to buying that product and creating commerce. But the very act of this is almost isolating in and of itself. So again, we'll go back to longevity, and we really, really need to stress social interaction. And I think there's a million factors in our society today that tends to move us away from that. But if you want a long and healthy life with a good health span, start by thinking about the interactions you have with the people around you. So that's number one. Number two, let's move into the physiology of longevity. So there are certain things that are incredibly important. One, we want to remove chronic inflammatory issues. So chronic inflammatory things might not be so obvious to you, but there's a very good chance that there's a component of your diet that is producing inflammation. Since 80% of your immune system lines your GI tract, it is the origin of most inflammation in your body. And it's probably going to be very, very significantly impacted by the food that you eat. So there's a lot of ways to look at this. You can go back, do food allergy panels. You can do a Whole30, which is to remove all the foods and add them back and figure out exactly what your body's reacting to. But knowing what you can eat and what is good for your physiology is probably step one. Step two is going to be about exercise. We are designed to move. We're a migratory species, so we need to be moving all of the time. A human not moving is a human dying slowly. So mobility becomes very important. So everything that you can do to maintain your mobility, your responsibility in that is about exercise, keeping your muscles and your bones healthy enough to do that. As physicians, our responsibility in that is making sure if there's an issue, you're immediately getting it repaired. We rely heavily in this practice upon physical therapists because I need you moving all of the time. And if you have a significant issue that's going to limit your mobility or limit your movement, it's going to limit your life and it's going to limit your lifespan. So we need to work on that immediately. And we have highly skilled physical therapists to get you back moving right away. Very important part of the process. So there's big picture lifespan, and that is going to be diet, exercise, interpersonal interaction. It all starts right here. But let's talk about what we can do individually. We are going to have individual deficits around our health, and that's what we need to identify and to work on for the individual patient, because everybody is unique. So there isn't any one thing that's going to help. But what we do is we're going to run our labs. We're going to look at all of the other parameters that we look at to decide what it is that you need to make you better, to improve your sense of well-being, your integration in the community, and your overall health. So we'll start by looking at nutritional elements. We need to make sure that you have all of the vitamins and nutritional elements you need for all of the cellular processes that keep your body running and help to rebuild it when there's injury. So nutritional studies are crucial for us, and we do that right from the get-go as soon as you become a patient. The other thing that we look at right away is what is going on in your microbiome. What does your GI tract look like? It really is your interface with the world in so many ways. Getting that nutrition in correctly is huge, but also not having a place where inflammation starts, which is oftentimes the GI tract, is crucial too. So we need to take a deep dive and look and see exactly what's going on at that level. Some patients need more energy, and we look at energetics by using red light therapy, which helps mitochondrial function. We can do cold plunge therapy, again, helping mitochondrial function and improving hormone levels that actually give you more energy and make you feel more vital. If you want to live a longer, healthier life, look at the big picture. This is a partnership between us, the practitioner, and you, the patient, with the ultimate desire and the ultimate drive to give you the longest, healthiest life possible. You do your part. We're here to do ours.